Castillo taking on DaVarryl Williamson. And entering the ring right there is DaVarryl Williamson, 35 years old, from Denver, Colorado. He calls himself a touch of sleep because that's what happens to his opponents when he gets through the defense. DaVarryl Williamson. And entering the ring, the current NAPF heavyweight champion via Cuba, now residing in Miami, Florida, Eliser Castillo, 33 years old. One of the more popular fighters is Eliser Castillo, and particularly in this state. Doesn't live too far away in Miami. And DaVarryl Williamson from Denver. And he is going to be a worthy opponent for Castillo. And we go up now to the ring on our ring announcer, Damian Pinto.
Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Warriors Boxing Promotions Incorporated, in association with Solid Events, the Seminole Tribe of Indians, and the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Tampa, proudly present Thunder and Lightning, an evening of live professional boxing, coming to you from the beautiful Florida State Fairgrounds Entertainment Hall in sunny Tampa, Florida. Right now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance, and fight fans joining us around the world, we are dedicating this entire broadcast to the servicemen and women that are sacrificing their lives daily so that we may live free in this great country of ours. How about a big round of applause for the real warriors, the United States servicemen and women. At this time, join me in welcoming the 6th Air Mobility Wing from MacDill Air Force Base. They have sent their honor guard, and joining us in honoring our great nation by singing the national anthem, Airman First Class, Miss Brianna Coleman.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, we ask you to all stand in honoring the fallen servicemen and women around the world as we honor them with a 10 count. Once again, how about a round of applause for the real warriors here tonight? Here here we go. These are the big boys, the heavyweight division. And this is 12 rounds of boxing for the NABF and the WBO Latin Heavyweight Championship. Your referee, Tommy Kimmins. All right, fight fans, here we go. 12 rounds, Tampa. Let's make some noise for the big boys. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Hailing from Washington, D.C., fighting now out of Denver, Colorado. He tipped the scales at 221 heavyweight pounds. He takes an impressive professional record of 19 victories and 2 defeats into the ring this evening. 17 big victories coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he fights tonight from the blue corner. He wears the black trunks trimmed in red. Introducing DaVarryl, Touch of Sleep, Williamson. His opponent stands opposite in the corner to my left from Havana, Cuba, fighting out of Miami, Florida. He also weighed in at 221 fighting pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, with a professional record of 26 victories and only 3 defeats, 2 draws, 15 victories coming by way of knockout, I give to you the number 9th ranked professional in the heavyweight division according to the WBC and the WBO. Ladies and gentlemen, wearing red trunks trimmed in white, I give to you Eliser Castillo. Once again, last-minute instructions from your referee, Tommy Kimmins. 12 rounds for the NABF and the WBO Latin Heavyweight Championship.
Gentlemen, this is a 12-round fight for the NABF Latin Heavyweight Championship, and I gave you your instructions. I want to remind you, this audience is here to watch you fight, so keep it clean. Touch them up.
Good luck, boys.
So
Back to your corner.
We go. We are ready for a battle. Castillo and Williamson. Castillo, the younger of the two. He gives away a couple inches in the height to Williamson. Same weight and the reach advantage to Williamson. These are 2 tough heavyweights. And I think Castillo knows he's got his hands full, even though he's probably the favored fighter. Castillo in red, Williamson in the black trunks.
I think we'll see Castillo go right to DaVarryl Williamson and see what he has. 2 fights ago, Williamson was stopped by Joe Macy in the first round of what was going to be a big career-building attempt, and what it basically did was help build Macy. Williamson came back in January, fought for a much smaller purse, and got by Kendrick Relaford after a slow start. Castillo may try to check the heart and the jaw of Williamson.
I agree. There's probably some bad blood in here. Let's stay back to the press conference. I wasn't at the press conference, but I heard that Castillo had pushed Williamson. And I think it's more personal right now. Castillo, he came out, he's wet, and he's ready to fight.
Michael, do you have something to do with all the matchmaking here, with all the left-handers?
No, Warriors have a lot of left-handers. They're going to control boxing one day.
One day. Well, you did one day.
It's not over yet.
No, it's not. Round 1 scheduled for 12. A slow plodding start for Williamson. Eliser Castillo moves in and looks for potential openings.
Eliser Castillo, you can see he wants to just go in there and brawl.
He'll work his way in with the jab, try to take advantage of his reach, and then pop the body. The fans won't like it, but he's a patient guy. Only losses to Chris Bird, Charles Schubert, and Tim Witherspoon.
Elieser's trainer said 1-round knockout.
Williamson looks shaken up. His legs weren't there.
You look at the bulk of the fighters, and they look like they're in 2 different divisions.
Well, DaVarryl Williamson, 35 years old, didn't start his pro career until 4 years ago. He fought a lot as a basketball and football player to keep in shape, but his professional career began at age 31, and he's 19-2 with 17 knockouts. So the man's got something.
He was trying to stay in the Olympic movement for 2 stints, and that contributed to the late start. Many athletes don't go that route, but he did.
It seems to me that Williamson can't really take take a good shot on the chin.
No, he doesn't have that training either. I mean, sometimes, you're born with it, but other times you have to at least mentally understand what it's going to be, and you get used to it maybe at least over the course of years of a boxing career. 4-year-old professional career at age 35.
Castillo has been fighting for the Cuban national team for many years. And I used to fight the Cubans. Those are professionals. I was 16 when I first had my first international bout with the Cubans. And some game fighters down there. He has the experience as an amateur background.
And right at the end of round number 1, Castillo thinks maybe a late body shot by Williamson. But no warnings by the referee, and a very interesting feeling out round. And Castillo, I don't think he's going to sit.
Castillo's too hyped for this fight right now.
Well, Castillo went last October 12 rounds with big Corey Sanders, almost 300-pound fighter, and he never did sit between any of the rounds.
What do you think of that strategy, Michael, not taking your rest on the stool?
Well, he knows he's in shape. He did everything right. I see him at the gym. I used to see him at the gym all the time. And he did everything right. That's where the confidence comes in. If you know you did everything right, you don't have to sit down.
Over the course of 12 rounds, that can be 12 minutes of rest, though. That's the other side of it. Right?
If you look at it that way, you're absolutely right.
Although this one is starting like it's going to be explosive early.
Well, DaVarryl Williamson in the black trunks calls himself active, accurate, powerful, and oily. He's going to need to be very oily to stay out of range and slip the punches. Eliser Castillo.
A tough guy. I mean, this guy rolled the dice with his life going into shark-infested waters to get out of Cuba and come to the United States. What pressure could he have after that?
I believe no pressure at all. He wanted his freedom. He got it.
Good left hand from Castillo.
For Williamson, a high-water mark was 3 fights ago. He had his jaw broken against Robert Wiggins, and he came back and won that fight with a broken jaw. Real testament to his heart. But then after that came the Macy fight right after,
in which he was knocked out in round 1. And you think a man like Williamson, who actually has a master's education, he'd be smart enough not to continue a fight with a broken jaw.
Unfortunately, he had maybe a master's in heart. Come back with that. He's a down-to-earth guy. He just wants to make another run at it, and they certainly didn't give him an easy assignment with Castillo. I mean, he wanted to work his way in and try to get a couple fights and make a move. They told him, make your move now.
And the door's open. And using that uppercut to his advantage. Caught Castillo in that kidney area a couple of times. Castillo not yet really warmed up, has not gotten off the mark yet.
Seems DaVarryl is using his height advantage and his reach by standing on the outside, not giving Mr. Castillo a chance to come in and try to brawl him.
Here comes Castillo, trying to make things happen.
Pretty good body shot there by Williamson as he showed some dexterity moving out of the way, and then he went down there again, scoring twice with it. He did drop his right hand when he threw that left hook, and see if Castillo picks up on that the next time Williamson goes to the body. I mean, Williamson can lull you into touch of sleep and get a victory just by slowing the pace down if you let him.
That's what he's doing right now. Castillo looks to be a fighter looking for one big shot. Williamson looking just to score points while the other boxer waits. And sometimes those sleepers will sneak up on you and start piling up those points through round after round. And then you find yourself in big trouble. And here we are at the end of round 2. Castillo hasn't done much at all.
Castillo stalking him. He hasn't really kept in front of him. Just trying to stalk him, brawl him. And Williamson's not letting him in on that.
And his corner is going, what are you doing? What are you doing? In with DaVarryl Williamson.
You're starting the boxing, you understand? But what's happening is you're leaving your hands out there, okay? I don't want to see this. Boom, boom.
Michael Lerma backstage already working up a sweat. He is coming up shortly in our main event, taking on Daniel Santos for the WBO Junior Middleweight Championship. And that is going to be another good fight. Lerma and Santos still to come.
Let's go.
DaVarryl Williamson says he has studied tape of Castillo. He is a student of all his opponents. He has seen loopholes or opportunities, as it were, in Castillo's fight game. And that's what he hopes to exploit.
And Williamson will try to create openings with some speed and then move into some angles and then pour some combinations through and try to basically pile it up in combinations on Castillo. Movement is essential to his staying in this fight.
Good quickness shown by each fighter.
Williamson is his right foot keeps sliding. It looks like in the paint. If you watch his right foot keeps sliding. It looks like he's off balance all the time.
Back to into the ropes. Dangerous spot to be.
That's where Castillo wants him to be. He wants to get him on the ropes and just pound.
And he wasn't satisfied just with an uppercut. He fired the uppercut and then a left hand behind that. You don't see too many uppercut leads. And he's able to put something behind it, which made it effective.
I see Williamson, he's making a mistake from a guy who doesn't have much experience. As he throws his punches, he's leaving his hands out there too long. Kind of snappy. He has no snap to it.
As he's trying to turn into his punches, he just leaves himself out there.
Yeah. Too standing. He's standing straight up.
So, you know, they talk about the power coming from your hips and trying to get the leverage and drive through there. And Williamson looks like he's trying to create some power with his punches with the turn. But when he does that, he's leaving himself out of position.
Eliser Castillo catches Williamson with a short left.
No punching. Let him go. Let him go.
Against the ropes. And that seems to be a big trigger for Castillo to throw. Good body shot.
Right up under that rib cage. That was an excellent body shot.
Chico Rivera is in the corner of Castillo. He seems to be plodding along Chico and looking for just one big hit.
I need to go out there. Let's go.
Break. No punching.
Let's go. Get it to the middle.
Chico, this is Lon McCarron in the ringside. Do you want Castillo to be more active?
Don't hold him. Don't hold him.
Do you want your fighter to be more active?
I definitely do. I need him to go and stop trying to look for one punch. I need him to put more combinations together. That's what I want him to work on this round. You need to put more combinations together. There you go. Now come back with something else. That's what I'm looking for, like combinations like that.
He's been waiting to get his opponent against the ropes. You want him to do it everywhere.
I want him to do it everywhere. He can't be waiting. He cannot be waiting for this guy. You know, this guy's got to touch his sleeve. We don't want to fall into his trap.
All right, we'll let you take care of your fighter in between rounds, and we'll talk to you later. Chico Rivera in the corner of Castillo at the end of round number 3.
Hey, explain to him in Spanish. I don't want him coming out there in the center of the ring with a bell ring.
Castillo found Williamson on the ropes a couple of times, and Williamson certainly paid the price.
Castillo will take that matchup all night.
Backstage, Daniel Santos now getting ready. He'll be taking on Michael Lerma in the next fight, our main event for the WBO World Junior Middleweight Championship. Daniel Santos, very popular in Europe, trying to make a name for himself. Bigger here in the U.S. Santos and Lerma to come.
Well, it got heated on the inside. Here's Castillo driving Williamson back. Lines up, it's the good left hand home. And that is a blueprint for victory for Eliser Castillo if he can get Williamson backing up like that.
4th round scheduled for 12. Eliser Castillo in the red trunks. DaVarryl Williamson in the black. DaVarryl Williamson so far been peppering away, looking for small opportunities. Castillo was the one who was looking for the grand slam.
Castillo's not being the first one to get off. He's waiting and trying to set up for that one punch. And Williamson's counter punching now, trying to catch him coming in, and he's landing points. Castillo's waiting on that one punch to try to knock him out with. That's what he's relying on.
And he's effective with the uppercut. He's walking in. He's not jabbing his way in.
He's brawling. He has no respect.
Could be a little laziness sometimes too, right? Not to throw the jab on your way in. It's something that some guys just don't want to do.
It's possible, but I doubt if it's a laziness. I just think that he wants to try to knock him out and just go in there and just brawl him. He knows what Williamson's trying to do is trying to box him.
I'm feeling Williamson's just trying to stay around long enough to seize rounds with certain flurries of activity and then make it a uneventful fight the rest of the time.
Try to jump over the big lead. Stay on the outside and box him.
Be the equivalent of in other sports watching teams slow the game down and make it a shorter game.
I've seen a lot of successful boxers do just that. Work it, work it, work it, score the points.
If Castillo wants to win this fight, he's going to have to start pumping the jab and putting some punches together. Quit trying to load up on one punch. Trying to knock this guy out. If the knockout's going to happen, it's going to happen.
You can't be looking for that highlight reel all the time.
Well, that tells me that Castillo really doesn't have a lot of respect for Williamson. He thinks that he's amateur enough to open himself up for that big shot, that he'll go down with that big shot. Pretty egotistical strategy for Castillo.
He's figuring that the points won't come into effect. He'll work those body shots and wear Williamson down. That's how he's been fighting.
And look at Williamson scoring.
Catching him with that lead right hand.
Again, going that body shot.
Pretty slick in and out movement here by Williamson.
Williamson's getting very, very confident now.
And he's getting open, though, too.
Pulling punches and putting the punches together.
Good fourth round as things start to open up. Right at the bell, a bit of an attack by Castillo. DaVarryl Williams looks like a survivor right now.
Starting to come, but we're not doing what we need to do with the feet. You hear me? You hear me? Okay, it's very important that you answer this.
Once again, join us at Floyd's, located inside the all-new Seminole Hard Rock Hotel Casino, directly following the fight.
Come on, man, want to see?
As we are going to party until the sun comes up. Don't forget tonight, the party is at Floyd's, located inside the Hard Rock
Okay, we
Hotel.
need to do what we're supposed to do. All right? We're not sharp as up here. You got some time to go. Pick up where you left off.
Second down, let's go.
Create separation. Go get this thing.
I always love that part of boxing where the guy yells at you, tells you what to do, and then I'll be right behind you and leaves the house.
Easy for you to say that.
Yeah, exactly. Round number 5. Castillo did not sit again. And we don't expect him to. Red trunks is Castillo, the man with the NABF title that DaVarryl Williamson is trying to steal.
Williamson wants this ring to be as big as possible. He's trying to make it a bigger ring with his movement. And Castillo would prefer this take place in a phone booth so he can get in tight and do his action.
Castillo is just, he's coming in not punching. Williamson is throwing so many punches. He can put so many punches together off that jab because Castillo is staying right in front of him. He can throw a hook off the jab and become a double jab. He can do so many things with that one hand.
Williamson getting a little bit more on his punches in this round as he's getting the angle and turning and getting some leverage.
It almost appears as if Castillo is having more trouble fighting the right-hander than Williamson is fighting the southpaw.
That's a good point because Williamson has to adjust to the lefty with the right hand lead, the double left hook in the movement. But Castillo is finding that the guy is moving, period. He wants them right in front of him.
And now Castillo lands a couple glancing blows. Strong messages sent to DaVarryl Williamson. And Williamson just
put himself at risk. Risk is the flip side of bravery. Williamson willing to accept that risk here to try to make a statement.
What Castillo needs to do, he sees that Williamson is throwing the punches. Every time he throws a punch, and now he's slapping. The backhand of the glove. Every time he throws that, it's coming down. His punch is coming down over top all the time.
Castillo even smirked at Williamson about a body shot not hurting him.
Break. No punches.
George Durbin in the corner of DaVarryl Williamson. They have mapped out a very strategic strategy here, and it's working so far.
It's showing you what the angles can do for you if you can stay with them and if you can avoid a mistake.
We talked about the evenly matched fighters, but Castillo might have been the most heavily favored of all his fighters, but right now he is having a lot of trouble with the old pro, DaVarryl Williamson, through 5 rounds.
He's building up a commanding lead right now.
They threw the water at Williamson, at Castillo there. I want to get his attention.
DaVarryl Williamson has never gone 12 rounds. So that'll be interesting to watch as we get later and later on. Only twice has he gone beyond 5 rounds. So he's entering new territory here in round 6, 7, and above.
There's the right hand lead against the lefty, and Williamson keeps popping it home. That's one textbook way to fight a lefty, and scores with everything. The left hook as well. As Castillo comes in on him, Williamson has it headed off, able to duck, and able to score.
And Castillo comes out
Let's say go.
big time.
Step back, step back.
Opening round 6.
Michael, should Castillo just throw caution to the wind here and stalk straight in?
I don't think he should stalk straight in. What he needs to do is start throwing that jab just to put something in his face. And don't let DaVarryl Williamson gain that much confidence because he's not throwing any punches. He's throwing 1 or 2 punches as he's coming in, and that's it.
He's trying to be too perfect.
Yeah, well, not really perfect. I think what he's doing is trying to knock out too much.
Good body shot by Castillo. Seemed to have little effect on Williamson as Williamson backed up against the ropes. Staying focused will be the key for Williamson to keep this apparent lead that he has on the champion.
It's almost impossible to go 12 rounds with this style and not gamble and be vulnerable at least once. And so we'll see
Get out there, work
if that
Keep
happens
punching,
with
guys. Get out
Williamson
there.
and how he handles it. Now, when you're doing well, you're popping and you're scoring, the tendency is, okay, let me step it up a little bit. Let me put a little bit more in and see where I can go. And that makes you vulnerable, also can put you in position to win.
Williamson has been pretty successful with those straight right hand leads.
Break.
One punch, come in and hold.
Into the corner of Eliser Castillo. Are you worried right now, Chico, about your boy?
At this time I am. I am very worried. He's letting this fight slip out of our hands. He's going for 1 punch now. We need to put things together so we can get this fight on our side.
Why is he so lethargic? Why is he slow?
Hey, well, he's putting us to sleep and we're falling into his game plan. We're not going with our game plan.
Is he looking for the one big punch? Is that what you feel?
And that's a big no-no. He is looking for 1 big punch. It's a big no-no. And we try to put it together, wake him up, but he's not snapping out of it.
Is he lulling your guy?
He's not. He's lulling us. We're going backwards. He's the one that's putting us to his game plan. He took us completely out of our game plan.
Chico, Michael Moore,
Yes, sir.
what are you going to tell him for the 7th round that's going to light a fire up under him?
If he's losing this fight, I wasn't going to tell him, but I think we're losing this fight. We need to pick him up. If we're not, we lose our championship. So it's up to him if he wants to give up that belt to this guy. I don't think this guy's worth it taking this belt away from us.
Have you been in this position before and gotten out of it?
Yes, sir. We have. He still got that puncher's chance, but now we want punch. We need to put it together.
All right. going to see some fire coming out of that corner directed at that man, the champion.
Así no vamos a ganar. Así no vamos a ganar. Mira el punto jodiendo contigo. Así no vamos. ¿Ok? Está bien. Está bien. Está bien. Vamos a soltarle. Vamos a soltarle un poquito de hombral ahí. ¿Ok? Vamos así. Vamos. Siete, coño. El agua. Aguántame.
Well, Chico told us what he said. I don't think we need any translation. There was a bit of anger in that.
All right, back up. Stay in your corner.
And he
back up. Right, let's go.
probably deserves it.
Well, the corner has a job, and it's to try to transform their fighter and get him into a different level and not be complacent if they feel that he is. So the corner's doing their part.
Chico must have lit a fire because Castillo, the first jab he's thrown for the whole fight.
Yeah.
The first jab. I feel he's in desperation right now where he feels that he's on his fight to step away from him.
We've seen him in other fights where he's had a slow first half and then come on, but you just hate to keep going to the wall like that.
Eliser talking now to Williamson.
He'd like to goad Williamson into coming at him and training.
Break!
And that's the first clinch. Really an unnecessary clinch by Williamson. Perhaps a sign of fatigue. Again, not very often. 2 times has Williamson gone beyond the 5th round.
And now a lot of time to get through. But a big opportunity if he does get through. It would be a landmark victory for him. He's got things going his way to this point.
Stop. Hey, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Let's go.
Too late.
It was worth the risk for Castillo. The worst thing they do is take a point, and they didn't even take one. Got his message home.
Castillo's a little bit more busier this round. And he's putting punches together a lot better than what he had in previous rounds. We're here in round 7 with a little over a minute left.
Welcome to the fight, Eliser Castillo.
Break!
And his speed in coming at DaVarryl Williamson will affect how Williamson's comfort level and rhythm emerges in this bout. Even though Williamson is slapping here, he's just trying to pile up points. 5 small ones versus 2 that you throw at him, he wins.
Well, you want the champion to defend himself. You want him to be active. And right now, the judges have, there's no reason to use the pencil.
DaVarryl Williamson is doing exactly what he wants to do. He's throwing different punches at different angles, uppercut, shots to the body, shots to the head, and he's doing whatever he wants to do. And he's moving at that.
And the movement is what's keeping him effective because he's not straight up in front of Castillo as he slips there.
Williamson most effective now with that straight right. And as you mentioned, Michael, he's that right foot is slipping. He those punches, so they're losing a lot of steam on them. But another good 7th round now for DaVarryl Williamson.
Saw that elbow right after the bell. Uncalled for in boxing.
And our hosts, the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, adjacent to the beautiful Florida State Fairgrounds. And this brand new hotel and casino is going to be the place to be here in Tampa. But right now, the center of the boxing universe is inside the exhibition hall, and Eliser Castillo in trouble against this man, DaVarryl Williamson. Is that Castillo sitting down, or at least crouching over there in the corner?
He's getting there.
Yeah. Round number 8. Castillo a little busier in that 7th round, taking heed of the advice somewhat of his corner.
He's coming at it trying to disrupt the rhythm of Williamson. He just pops the jab out, shows it, and then moves. Williamson has to wage an error-free bout, which is almost impossible. I figure at some point Castillo will have his chance, but he'll be behind when he gets it.
Williamson has nothing on these punches that he's throwing, but they're points, and that's what boxing all about. You have to build up the points.
And what's maybe frustrating to go against him is that he doesn't get trapped into the ego deal where he has to stand and slug. He's perfectly content to tap, move, and get a victory. Most guys will open up at some point.
Using that 3-inch reach advantage big time is Williamson.
Sometimes when a guy lands a flush shot, as Williamson has gotten some through, the tendency is to go up the ladder a little bit more and gamble some more and try to get more on it, see what kind of power you can get. He has not fallen into that trap tonight.
Now the jab coming from Castillo. We'll see if he sticks with it. He's always started the round with it, then abandoned it, and that might be the best punch. Not a lot on it from Castillo.
It shows where he needs to go.
As soon as Castillo gets set, Williamson is beating him to the punch at all times. He's not letting him get set. He's beating him to the punch at all times.
Frustration shown by Castillo right there, shaking his glove like I had the chance and I missed him.
There's some nice movement there by Castillo, a 2-punch combination, as Williamson did not move when he needed to.
Castillo did. He almost won the fight with him. He won that round. He gave it back at the end of the round because you know why? Because he's standing.
He has a puncher's chance.
You understand me? You want to win this fight? Don't stand there after you throw. He doesn't have a chance if you box. What are you boxing and stopping for? You understand me? Snap into it. You hear me? You don't hear me? He's going to come at you hard now. He's going to come at you hard now. You hear me?
Williamson abandons the angle, and Castillo says, thank you. Comes in, lands some big shots here, and not only takes the round away, but gets a 10-8 by putting Williamson through the ropes. Watch Williamson moving straight back, too tired to move, and that cost him. The legs betraying DaVarryl Williamson right there, and Castillo forgiving a lot of sins in that exchange.
I believe that was more of a slip also, being that Williamson has that right foot.
He's been slipping every time he throws his punches, and now we'll see, does Castillo have the momentum? A different feel now to the stalking of Castillo.
He's had a benefit now. He's obtained a dividend from what he did last round. He's pumped up. Williamson wants to take that momentum away. We've got a real pivotal round in this.
I believe this round is either going to make one of the fighters or take it away from him.
Williamson now going back to his technique of peppering the head. Castillo will throw in a body shot now and again.
He needs to move. Williamson, a little too tired to move. He needs to use the feet, use the legs. He did get suckered in that last round with some good body shots on Castillo, but it left him straight in front of Castillo.
He's got to act like these ropes are electrified, and every time he touches them, just get away. Castillo showing his frustration.
Sort of an electric fence for him. And Williamson, the question is, he had the legs to show the movement he did earlier as he's getting into territory where he's not used to being. And Williamson right in front of Castillo again. More opportunity for Castillo.
See Williamson's body, that left side of his body, battered.
Huge uppercut by Castillo. Williamson continues to take big shots.
Chico Rivas in the corner of Castillo. Is he looking better? Is he doing more of what you want?
A little bit, a little bit. I want still to pick it up. He's still slowed down in this beginning of this round. Vamos, vamos!
Chico, this is Dave Bontempo. Are you happy with where the fight is being waged now with Williamson seemingly straight in front of you?
Not really, not really. It's still lopsided against us right now. I think I still pick it up a little bit more and keep putting pressure on him.
Well, he's very frustrated, too, not able to get the clean shots that he wants.
And that's what's letting this guy frustrate. Instead of doing his own thing, he's looking for one punch. I need to pick it up a little more, or the fight's going to slip from my hands.
Chico, it's Michael. What did you tell him to light him, to make him go out there and throw the punches?
That he was losing it. He was losing this fight. If he's going to give up that belt, just give it to this man. So that you're losing the round.
All right, thank you. Chico Rivas in the corner of Eliser Castillo. As the two fighters finish the 9th round. Only 3 more rounds to go. Will Castillo hang on to his belt?
I think he's doing a little better in the last 2 rounds than his corner believes. I mean, they're involved and they have healthy paranoia about where he is. But Williamson has slowed his movement dramatically.
Round of applause for one of the Hard Rock ring girls, Melissa.
Castillo's corner telling him he's got to step it up. He's got to wake up. DaVarryl Williamson, maybe in zombie mode right now. Tell him anything and he'll do it.
Get the towel.
You just have to sometimes give away to your corner and then try to perform. Here we go, round 10 scheduled for 12. A lot of people didn't think it'd go past 3.
Williamson has been able to move and be effective, but Castillo taking some of that away with good body shots. Now Williamson trying to get on that bicycle again. Explore on angles and steal it.
Doubling that jab up now. Keeping something in his face.
Slapping left hand from Castillo.
Stop! No punches. There you go.
Play a waiting game. They load up for a couple. They wait again. They load up for a couple.
Someone can get confidence. When you hit somebody in boxing and you make the face like, no, it didn't bother me, why say it? If it didn't bother me, why say it? You're giving the guy confidence by thinking he hurt you, right? You saying it.
Act like you didn't feel it.
Exactly.
I think there's another level to a lot of it. You think the other guy thinks he hurt you, so you're assuring him he didn't, which only assures him that he did.
Step back.
Eliser Castillo loading up now with everything he's got, trying to catch Williamson. He did catch him with that uppercut, and now Williamson begins to run a little bit.
I think Castillo was doing much better the last 3 rounds because you take 2 or 3 of his shots, and that can wipe out 7 or 8 of his opponent because his has the power on him.
Definite damage to the right eye and just below it for DaVarryl Williamson.
I mean, Williams is fighting the fight that he can.
Oh, yeah.
And it's served him and it's taken him far into this bout and put him in a pretty good position. And Castillo is trying to take that away.
Well, if this were in a championship bout, this would be the last round, too, and he might have it.
Yeah.
But to make a champion, you got to go the distance.
Williamson has nothing on his punches. He's just keeping the jab in there.
On the other hand, Castillo does have something on his punches.
There you go.
And now, even when Williamson gets off first, he's walking through.
What an attack by Eliser Castillo. I don't think those jabs now are going to keep Castillo away.
Points.
But with Castillo coming back, Williamson's jabs won't have the same effect on the cards. He needs 3 for one good Castillo shot.
Castillo's got to finish strong here in the final seconds. He's waiting 5 seconds more. Might have been trouble. That's the end of the 10th.
Discourage you, what I tell you. Dude, you gotta come and take some stuff. Understand? You're boxing here. Don't lean in. That's all you gotta do. Stand in the back foot and do it. You see the opening, throw it, step around again. Not good. It's a big upset. You've got to keep your mind in focus. Okay? Don't lose your eyes of the prize. You understand me? Don't lean in.
Second round, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Warriors Boxing Promotions presents
The prize is in the sights. Michael, do you believe it's a possibility?
I'm sorry?
The prize that you're talking about.
Well, the prize is on the line right now.
Yeah, but and Williamson's got a real chance.
I believe so. I believe he won every round but one.
This is the psychological round that's a little bit difficult. You get through this, and then the final round, you always feel you can get through on adrenaline, carry you there. So this is a pivotal point here for Williamson.
Well,
It seems like he's got his legs back, too.
an injured fighter about to lose his belt could be one of the more dangerous, and specifically with Castillo's power. Williamson has to be very wary.
That's exactly what they were telling him in the corner about the focus. This is how you try to dismantle a guy who's stronger than you. You move, pop in and out, and you stay with it.
Steve is coming so wild with all his punches. And all you got to do is Williamson, all he has to do is punch inside those punches. You take him right off his game plan. And he'll come in and he'll hook.
You can even project ahead a little bit, even if Castillo gets through this. You know what? His absence of speed is going to cost him in some other fights.
DaVarryl is going into a cruise mode right now, backing up out of reach of Castillo.
Which is not safe in boxing.
No, and in wrestling they'd call a stall on you and you'd get a point taken away. Delay a game maybe in some other sport, but good strategy maybe here for Williamson.
Well, usually you see guys delay by tying up, but Williamson doesn't tie up because he wants to get out, and he's had the discipline to stay out. We've seen many guys try to buy some time just by grabbing the other fighter.
Glancing uppercut by Castillo, not much damage done to Williamson. Under a minute to go now in the penultimate round.
Jumping too high, Williamson. He don't get caught and get caught on balance and fall right down.
Well, he's moving a lot here, and he's done himself a favor. Castillo trying to lure him and say, come on, man, let's go.
I expect the 12th round to be fireworks.
Hey, you know what? I don't blame Williamson. Castillo can't beckon him. Castillo's got to go and get his title back.
Why give it away if you're Williamson? You've worked this hard. In this case, it's literally dance with Hoop Buggy.
Hey, when I say break, let him go.
It's his
Don't hold
dancing
him.
style
Let's go.
that has gotten him to this point in the fight.
Castillo does have a puncher's chance.
We go back to what Williamson said about himself. Active, accurate, powerful, and oily.
That's it. No.
Yeah, absolutely. That is the end of round 11, and it's status quo for the two fighters.
No deje la decisión. No deje la decisión, tú lo puedes noquear. Mírale la mano ahora, el último round. Todo el mundo piensa que tú estás jugando, con él. Demuestra a la gente que tú estás jugando, mira. Vete por los dos lados. Porque haces más esto. Y
table, make some noise for the heavyweights. This is your 12th and final round for the championship.
Touch gloves, touch them up, touch gloves. Last round.
We are ready now for the
Championship round,
12th
guys.
and final round for the NABF and Latino Heavyweight Championship. Eliser Castillo, the champion in the red trunks, in trouble against DaVarryl Williamson in the black trunks. It has been a very methodical, surgeon-like night for Williamson, who we believe has the lead.
I think it's been a three-part affair for him. He got out to the big early lead. He got into some trouble and was vulnerable for about 3 straight rounds.
Break! No break.
And then was able to turn it around and may be able to get this going away.
This is what Castillo's going to do. Castillo's going to try to go in there and knock him out. That's all he has left. This is the last final
Stop punching and break. Let him go, Kenny. Let him go.
Jeopardy losing his title.
When I say break, don't hold it. Let's go.
10 fights. Will a guy who needs a knockout get it? Maybe less than 1.
Yeah, exactly, right?
But you have to have that knockout. It's
Round
the hardest
12.
thing in the
Let's go,
world to get.
guys. 12th round.
Castillo will not do anything with these theatrics.
Williamson is right, not to suppress the action.
Break. I let him go.
You should take a point there.
One point hitting on the break. One point hitting on the break. One point hitting on the
That was
break.
deliberate, blatant, and that could have even been a disqualification because it was deliberate. It's one thing for an accidental blow, but that was blatant, crude, and deliberate.
And maybe what hurt him most of all was the clock kept running.
You see, Williamson kept his cool. He says, I'm ready.
I'm not sure Castillo has the strength anymore. He's not set up well to punch. Maybe I shouldn't say that too soon.
If he got in tight, he could score, but with only a minute to go, Williamson still has his legs.
Williamson's got to keep moving, and he's playing the smart fighter right now.
12th round, guys. Let's go.
Castillo can't expect Williamson to stop and post up against the rope.
He should have done this in round 4. You're trying to make a statement. Do it early in the fight, not late when you need to stop this guy.
The referee's not going to step in now because he knows Castillo's got to be the aggressor. Under 30 seconds now, the 12th and final round.
This is one smart fight. And DaVarryl Williamson, who knew both his strengths and his limitations.
Once you get under 10, too. Saved by the bell in the last round.
It looks like Castillo got frustrated with the style of moving and the boxing.
Good. And the final seconds and a classic boxing matchup. DaVarryl Williamson going up against the big puncher, though he was not able to land it, Eliser Castillo.
Castillo is saying what happened to this guy. If it happens like this, only himself to blame.
He's saying who's got heart. He's got the most heart is what he's saying. Who's got the most points?
He waited too late to do that.
All right, let's break the tension. And the man to do it right now is ring announcer Damian Pinto.
Ladies and gentlemen, this one comes to a close. How about a big round of applause for both heavyweight warriors right here in the ring. As we go to the scorecards, here is your decision. Judge Fred Flutie scores this fight 113 to 113 even. Judge Alex Levin and Judge Gail Van Hoy see it the same way at 115 to 111 for your winner by majority decision. And the new NABF and WBO Latin heavyweight champion, DaVarryl Touch of Sleep Williamson.
Of sleep. I don't think that's going to happen tonight for DaVarryl Williamson as he scores A huge upset over the champion Eliser Castillo, and Dave Bontempo was up in the ring with a new champion. Dave.
Okay, Lon. DaVarryl, congratulations. As smart a fight as we will see. You know, you call touch of sleep, but I think you lulled them to sleep here.